Hey y'all, it's the Southern Woods here, and welcome to the Fast Food March Madness Tournament Finale, Video 3. Sorry for a little bit of a wait, but I have been surprised on how well this series has done. A little bit more numbers than what I was expecting, and almost half of y'all showed up for part 2, so I assume the dedicated people will show up again for this finale. Which fast food place is the best? We're going to find out today. Each matchup is best out of 7 instead of best out of 5. Right now, we're currently at the Elite 8. None of these seeds are too shocking. A lot of the top 10 are in the top 10. The lowest seed being 13th Chick-fil-A. Let's get this party started with the first matchup. We have the first seed McDonald's against the 8th seed Wendy's. A couple of my favorite fast food places. Some of the biggest burger fast food places there are. Let's get it started with category 1. Let's get a good little shake and everything going on and start this finale. Get excited. It is number 10 to start us off. Number 10 is slogan. Best slogan. I'll be right back once I get both these up. Alright, so for some reason, for some of the biggest fast food chains, this is surprisingly hard to find. Both have had many slogans, but currently McDonald's, as of last year, apparently is Fancy a McDonald's? ? I don't like that. Wendy's, since 2016, supposedly, has been deliciously different. If that is true, I like that a little bit better, but I don't love any of them. But regardless, Wendy's edges out McDonald's to get the first point. They go up 1-0. Again, they need 4 to win a matchup from here on out. Let's see what the next category will be. I doubt McDonald's is going to bow down that easily. Number 8, my personal preference. Ooh, this is tough because I love Wendy's and McDonald's a lot. When it comes to quality, I think Wendy's edges them out. McDonald's tends to have a little bit better prices and deals. Man, this is tough. It really depends on the mood I'm in. I think overall, all times of the day and just in general, I like McDonald's a little bit more. It's super tough. They're some of my favorites. So, but I have to give it to McDonald's, I think. So they tied up 1-1. This is heartbreaking for me too. Having to choose over. It's like a child, a fast food child. Man. Number 3, though, is next. This category is menu prices. So maybe I was wrong. Maybe McDonald's is more expensive than Wendy's now. We're about to find out. All right. So I'm comparing their typical cheeseburger combo. So for McDonald's, the quarter pounder with cheese meal is $5.79, while Wendy's single Dave hot and juicy cheeseburger combo is $6.19. So almost a whole dollar more. So Wendy's is more expensive, which means McDonald's does go up 2-1 and gets the point here. All right, we have ourselves a match. Next we have 2, which is number of locations, which is what they're seated upon. McDonald's goes up 3-1. McDonald's, hard to beat. Wendy's fans are starting to sweat. This could be it right here, right now, with number 4. 3, 2, and then 4. 4 is menu variety. Interesting. Let me look at them real closely. All right, so obviously both of these brands both have a lot of menu options. They both have breakfast, a lot in terms of burgers, different other menu items regarding chicken. McDonald's has slightly more in terms of dessert. Wendy's has slightly more in terms of salad variety and sides. I'm going to give the edge here to Wendy's, though. Just looking at it overall, I think they have slightly more options in regards to food and drinks. Because not only do they both have the freestyle machines, Wendy's has, the craft lemonades on top of that. So I think Wendy's just edges out McDonald's here. So they're down 3-2. They're not out of the water, but they have quite the hole to climb still. What will be next? Next we have 12. This is movies. All right, so Wendy's is in a few popular movies, including Click, Zoom, the Garfield movie, Pursuit of Happiness, Ha 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 America. But I mean, McDonald's is in Mac and Me, Big Daddy, The Weatherman, House Guest, Time After Time, All the President's Men, just in a lot more films in general, including some big names, also Vengeance, Fargo, American Sniper, Longest Yard. There's just a lot more. McDonald's has a lot of advertisement in the movie industry. It's tough to beat the king, the Golden Arches. Wendy's falls to them 4-2. McDonald's moves on to the Final Four. Wendy's, you're out of here. I'm so sorry. I love you, Wendy's, too. But we got to move on. So, next up, we have the 5th seed, Dunkin' Donuts, versus the 13th seed, Chick-fil-A, the biggest Cinderella story in the Elite Eight. Although not a huge Cinderella story. All right, let's see which will get drawn first. That's my 7. First time we've drawn 7, and 7 is established date. I'll be right back. All right, Dunkin' Donuts was established in 1950 in Quincy, Maryland. Chick-fil-A, though, even older, 1946 here in GA. So Chick-fil-A goes up 1-0 against the donut coffee giant. What is next? What is next? Oh, one fell. The one that fell is 12. So movies. Once again, the movies. All right, so Chick-fil-A isn't too heavily involved in the film industry. There's not many actual big movies that Chick-fil-A has appeared in. Dunkin' Donuts, though, Love Actually, Hot Girls Wanted, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, along with a few others. So Dunkin' Donuts easily wins this category. They tie it up 1-1. We have ourselves a match, the Elite Eight. It's going to be tough. It is going to be tough. Next, we have 11. Going on to songs now. I'll be back. All right, so there's a lot of songs with or about Dunkin' Donuts. One by No Remorse. Most popular one being by JD or Jaddy with 80,000 views. Dunkin' Donut Woman by Eddie Shaw. There's a few of them. Chick-fil-A, there's a few. Chick-fil-A, but it's Sunday. A couple references in some Kanye songs and whatnot. Chick-fil-A has maybe fewer songs about them, but more references in popular songs and from popular artists. So for that reason, I'm going to give Chick-fil-A the edge here. They go up 2-1. Let's move on. Next, we have 2, which is number of locations, which is what they're seated upon. Dunkin' Donuts ties it up once again, 2-2. We have a very competitive match. I like that. Next, we have 1, which is total revenue. What will this be? Let's find out. All right, so this surprised me quite a bit. Dunkin' Donuts revenue 2021 was about $1.5 billion. Pretty big, almost expected. Chick-fil-A, though, 2021, $11.3 billion. Like 10 times the amount. I didn't know they were generating that much revenue, but they are. And they go up 3-2. This has been back and forth. Let's see if Dunkin' Donuts will once again tie it, or if Chick-fil-A will finally take this home. We have 6. Those are my 6s without the line. We've established this. This is average worker pay. This is interesting. I don't think Dunkin' Donuts has gotten this one at all. We're about to find out. Wow. This one was super close and surprising. The national average for Chick-fil-A was about $11.10 an hour. Very surprising to me. Dunkin' Donuts, also surprising, about $11.50 an hour, paying a couple quarters more an hour on average in the United States than Chick-fil-A. Indeed, they tie it up. This is 3-3, neck and neck. Who moves on to the Final Four? This is about as good as match as you're going to find. Let's see. It all comes down to my 9, which is logo. It all comes down to logo preference. All up to me. How privy. I don't know if I use that word right. Dunkin's logo has been simplified greatly. It's still nice. I love the font for Chick-fil-A. I like just the basic red for the color scheme. I like how they haven't changed it much at all. And for that reason, I like them moving on. Chick-fil-A, it's been back and forth every single category. And following the pattern, you win it 4-3 against Dunkin'. Chick-fil-A, you move on to the final four. Dunkin', you're running away. The world's running away from you. Whoa! This has got me going crazy. All right, Dunkin' Donuts, you're out. Chick-fil-A, you're moving on. Let's move on to the third matchup in the Elite Eight. We have the third seed KFC versus the sixth seed Taco Bell. Ooh, they're usually paired together sometimes. This should be interesting. I'm telling you, if you're into this sort of video idea, this has been quite the finale so far. We're starting with Category 3 to start us off. Category 3 is menu prices. I'll get back to y'all in a second. All right, so both these establishments are very different in terms of how you order their food and the prices. Taco Bell, more of a bundle / individual menu items. KFC, more of a big family meal type thing. So it's hard to determine which is better. In terms of combos, they're very similar, but just going based off experience and I think individual, because I'm not thinking of for my family. I'm thinking of if I'm going solo, getting here, which is cheaper. I think Taco Bell's a little bit of a better deal possibly in variety for a budget. So I'm going to give the nod here to Taco Bell, but since these are very different types of establishments, it was tough. But Taco Bell, you go up 1-0 against good old Colonel Sanders. He didn't go home in Kentucky last round. He's marching forward in the battle. We have 7. 7 is the next category. Things are heating up around here. This is established. Who's older? Older gets the point. Taco Bell was established in 1962 in Downey, California. KFC is a whole decade older, 1952 in, well, you guessed it, Kentucky. Kentucky Fried Chicken is older. It ties things up 1-1. Once again, we're starting off with a good, heated matchup. This is everything you've ever asked for. I know it is. Not really. But in terms of this type of video, it's been entertaining. Next is 6. 6, we have worker pay. Who has the higher worker pay? This will determine who goes up. All right. Again, this was very, very close. KFC on average pays about only a dime less an hour starting out than Taco Bell, around $8.60, $8.70 an hour, really close. They pay slightly more in Georgia, but slightly less on the national average. Taco Bell's the opposite, slightly less in Georgia, but a little bit more on the national average, averaging out overall in this whole bamboozle of a thing, just under $8 an hour. Just under $9 an hour. About $8.80. I don't know, so many numbers. I don't know if I said it right or wrong just now. But regardless, Taco Bell does pay slightly more an hour starting out. So Taco Bell gets the nudge here, 2-1. Is this going to be in our back and forth fiasco just like it was before? We have 8. We have my personal preference. What is my personal preference? Taco Bell. It's not going to be back and forth. I do like me some KFC when I'm in the mood, but Taco Bell, good munchy food, late night cravings. You know what it is. I like Taco Bell. They go up 3-1. Now, one fell. That's going to be the chosen one. Will Taco Bell move on with this, or will KFC come back a little bit? We have 9. We just had 9. What is 9? Logo preference. Ooh, I really, really love both these logos. But if you know, I've been upset about Taco Bell changing their logo to the new current one, which I still like, but not as much as their old one. KFC's kept it the same overall. Love the Colonel Sanders design. Giving the nod here to KFC. Excuse me. They are not out of the water yet, Taco Bell isn't. They still have to finish KFC off. KFC could climb back and tie this thing and make it real entertaining. We have 2. That is number of locations. That's what they're seated upon. Guess what? KFC just did that. It is 3-3. Gosh darn it, this is a good matchup. Just like the one before, it all comes down to this. It all comes down to 5. I know I have funky 5s, but that's a 5. And number 5 is customer reviews. It all comes down to who likes these establishments more. They're usually paired together. Comes down to this, America reviews. I'll get back to y'all in a second. Wow, what a tight, close way to end this. You won't believe it, y'all. All right, so Taco Bell, their average employee reviews are dead even with KFC at a 3.5 on average, but their customer reviews are a 3.8, while KFC's is a 3.9. They edge out Taco Bell. They move on to the Elite Four. America likes them ever so slightly better. Taco Bell, you're out of here. Ring the bell for your funeral. You're done. KFC, you move on to the Elite Four. You're a top 4 seed. It would make sense. We have one more matchup in the Elite 8 before we get to the Final 4. And that is 10th seed Popeyes against the 2nd overall seed Starbucks. Wow. Now we have a chicken fast food place against a coffee giant. The other coffee giant lost to a chicken fast food place in Chick-fil-A and Dunkin' Donuts. I mean, maybe I'm just hyper, but this is crazy. Is it crazy to y'all? It starts out with category 5. We've discussed this before. It's what we just did. It is customer/worker reviews. All right, so averaging out the workers and customers, Popeye's average reviews is about a 3.2 out of 5. Starbucks, a lot higher at a 3.8, almost a whole half star higher. Starbucks easily gets this category. They go up 1-0 against Popeyes. Will Popeyes make this interesting like everyone has before? This is number 2. That's what they're seated upon. No, Starbucks goes up 2-0. Popeyes fans are sweating. Starbucks going up quickly. Now we're at 3. 3 is menu prices. I'll be right back. All right, so obviously these are very different brands. Popeyes, chicken fast food joint. Starbucks, coffee, baked goods, fast food joint, but they do have one thing in common, and that is a chicken sandwich. Popeyes with their classic chicken sandwich. Starbucks has a chicken BLT sandwich sort of thing. So that's what we're going to base it on since they're so different. Chicken sandwich. Popeyes chicken sandwich on average, no combo, just the sandwich itself, about $5.69. Starbucks sandwich, no combo or anything else, $5.95. So $5.95 versus $5.69. Starbucks about 30 cents more expensive on average. So Popeyes, you do get on the board. Lucky you. You're not going down without a fight. Keep it on going. Just keep it on going. We have number 1, total revenue. Ooh, this is probably going to be bad for Popeyes because Starbucks has, I think, if I remember from last time, about a $23 billion revenue. Let's see. All right, I can already tell you with a, hold on. I don't want to pull the wool over your eyes. Got to make sure I get this right. Yeah, Starbucks with a $23.5 billion revenue in 2021 versus a $5.5 billion revenue from Popeyes. A lot bigger number than I expected from Popeyes, but still you got like $15 billion more to catch up. So Popeyes does not get this category. Starbucks goes up 3-1 in what could be the biggest sweep so far in this finale. It all comes down to movies. How fitting. It's always movies. All right, so Starbucks, very big in a lot of big movies. The Terminal, The Proposal, Austin Powers, The Devil Wears Prada, You Got Mail, Role Models, The Amazing Spider-Man, Crash, etc. Popeyes is in Soul Plane, Tape, Bad President, Brock Meyer, Down in the Delta. Nothing compared, Devil's Advocate as well, supposedly. Either way, though, nothing compared to Starbucks. Starbucks does get a fairly easy win in this Elite Eight matchup, going up 4-1 against Popeyes. Starbucks moving on to the Final Four. Popeyes, you're out of here. I am sorry. Here we go. Moving on. 2 matchups in the Final Four. The top 3 seeds are in the Final Four, except the 4th seed, which is not. Burger King got eliminated against the biggest Cinderella story we have, Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A, they beat the 20th seed Zaxby's. They went on to beat the 4th seed Burger King. Then they went on to beat the 5th seed Dunkin' Donuts. And now they are going against the top seed McDonald's, the only non-top 10 seed in the Final Four, the only non-top 4 seed in the Final Four. I'm hyping them up. But McDonald's is quite the opponent, as we've learned. Let's see what starts this matchup and who goes on to the finale to be crowned the king or queen of fast food. Let's start. Get a good shake. This is intense. Starting off with 5. We've had 5 a good bit in this finale. 5 is customer reviews. Starting off with what the country thinks. Let's get this going. All right, so McDonald's on average has a 3.75 stars out of 5, mixing together from their employees and their customers. Chick-fil-A, though, about a 4.25. One of the only ones I've seen over a 4. That is because their customer rating is like a 4.6, very good amongst their customers, and just as well with their with their workers too, about a 3.9. So both workers and customers alike really love their Chick-fil-A. So they're going up against McDonald's 1-0. It is something that they desperately needed to take out McDonald's if they so desire. We have 3 next. Category 3 is menu prices. So we'll be looking at their chicken sandwiches. I'll be right back. All right, so on average, chicken sandwich combo at Chick-fil-A, $5.95. McDonald's, surprising to me, $6.39 as of now. So almost a whole 50 cents higher. So Chick-fil-A, cheaper than McDonald's. Who would have knew, based on some they have in common? They go up 2-0 against the number 1 seed. I know I may seem overhyped about this, but I am genuinely excited. Something that doesn't happen too much. I'm genuinely excited about making videos and about my channel, but this is something else. I'm part of something great here. Number 2, this is what they're seated upon. McDonald's said, "You ain't sweeping me, bud." No way. They climb up a little bit. They're down 2-1. What is next? We have 7. We've had 7 quite a bit. 7 is when they were established. We just realized a minute ago, earlier in the video, Chick-fil-A was established in 1946. McDonald's right around that time too, if I'm not mistaken. This should be interesting. 1955. So actually, Chick-fil-A is almost a whole decade older than McDonald's. Very surprising. Very good for Chick-fil-A. They go up 3-1. The number 1 seed has some work to do. This could be they've been upsetting everyone. 4th seed, 5th seed, but will they upset McDonald's right here with my preference? Oh, I love Chick-fil-A, But as I've established, McDonald's is just so more well-rounded for a foodie. So, no, McDonald's climbing back 3-2. Can they finish them off here? What is it? What's it going to be? We have 12. That is songs. Chick-fil-A closed on Sunday. Kanye West. I've had a lot of looking at McDonald's. They have the McDonald's song, you know, something, rock and roll McDonald's. But I'm going to take one more look just to make sure who's going to win this category. Yes, McDonald's, Rock and Roll McDonald's, super popular song, lots and lots of views, also referenced in some Eminem songs, and a lot of others, Electric Stick, Cardiacs, Devo, Fast Food Rockers. Chick-fil-A, as we established, has some big songs about it. Kanye versus Eminem, I don't know. I tried tallying up total views based on a lot of songs, and it looks like McDonald's is going to edge out Chick-fil-A in this category, going up 3-3, Final Four matchup. Of course, is going to come down to whatever I pull out of this. We have to make sure it's big. And that's 11. That's movies. That hurts me a little bit. I want a Cinderella story. But as we established in this video alone, Chick-fil-A isn't in much regarding Hollywood. McDonald's is in a whole lotta. So McDonald's is loving it, and they move on to the finale where they probably think they deserve to be. Chick-fil-A, what a run. I mean, not the biggest Cinderella story, almost a top 10 seed, but you knocked out some heavy-hitting opponents and definitely gave McDonald's a run for its big old money wallets. So, Chick-fil-A, I'm sorry, you're out of here. McDonald's, congrats. You move on to the final in the finale. Next, who will be going against McDonald's? Will it be the second seed, 2 versus 1 Starbucks, or will it be the third seed, KFC? A very unsurprising matchup, second and third seed in the Final Four to face the top seed in the final. So, let's see. It all starts with this. Number 5, something we've had a lot as customer reviews. I'll be right back. Not the biggest shocker, but Starbucks on average, as we concluded earlier, 3.8 out of 5 stars, pretty good amongst their employees and customers. KFC wasn't too bad, about a 3.65, but that is not good enough. Starbucks goes up 1-0 against Colonel Sanders. He's come so far. I doubt he's going to give up yet. I'm sure he isn't going to go down without a fight. We have revenue. Number 1, total revenue. We already established Starbucks, $23 billion. Can KFC top that? I don't know. They cannot. Only about a $6 billion on average. Starbucks still tripling them. Starbucks goes up 2-0. They're trying to get rid of old Colonel Sanders real quick. What's going to happen? This is quite the finale. We have 8, my personal preference. Ooh, I only get Starbucks for drinks. I only get if I have a gift card. If that says anything, I don't know what does. KFC is my preference. They ain't going down without a fight. It is 2-1. Colonel Sanders ain't giving up. They're going to take down Starbucks, or at least damn well try. This is 2. This is number of locations, what they're seated upon. Starbucks has the edge there. They go up 3-1. They're saying, man, I am rapid firing this. This has been quite the performance on my part. Not acting, legit performance, straight from the heart. We have 4, that is menu variety. Well, Starbucks, outside of their beverages, doesn't have too much in terms of food, and most people go to fast food for food. KFC ain't going down without a fight. It's 3-2. Will they climb back to tie it up, send this to quite the finish? Let's see. We have 3, touching on a lot of different categories. Now we have menu prices. So, once again, since this is chicken versus coffee, which has been a theme, if you don't remember, Dunkin' versus Chick-fil-A, and then KFC versus Starbucks versus Popeye. That's what it was. Chicken versus coffee, quite the battle today. We're going to see. We already established Starbucks average, their chicken BLT sandwich was something or another. So I'm going to go back to that just to solidify. All right, so sandwich only. Starbucks $5.95 for their chicken sandwich. KFC $3.99. So about $2 cheaper on their sandwich. They tied up 3-3. Oh, this is intense. It all comes down to this. Who is facing the Golden Arches? Who? Number 6. 6 is worker pay. It all comes down to fills their workers' pockets a little bit more handsomely. I'll let y'all know. All right. So KFC on average pays their workers about $8.50 an hour starting out. Starbucks a lot higher at $11 an hour starting out on average. So Starbucks does win. They beat out KFC 4-3 in an epic matchup for the ages. They move on to the finale. Colonel Sanders, you fought so hard, but you're done. I am sorry. It all comes down to a very unsurprising, which is for me saddening matchup. The first seed versus the second seed. It don't lie. The Giants don't lie. They're Giants for a reason. It all comes down to Mickey D's versus Starbucks. Here we go. Starting out, total revenue. Big one. Starbucks, $23.5 billion. What about McDonald's? McDonald's, 23.2. Wow. Only 0.2 billion less dollars. Both in the 23s. Wow. Starbucks actually has a little bit more revenue right now than McDonald's itself. They go up 1-0. I know, especially among my fan base, I'm sure that many probably do not want to see either of these win, especially Starbucks, but we'll see if they can do it. It is Category 5. It is customer reviews. We already established that Starbucks had a 3.8 on average. Let's see about McDonald's. Where Starbucks is a 3.8, McDonald's is a 3.75. Again, super freaking close. But Starbucks, once again, edges out McDonald's. This is crazy. They go up 2-0 against the Giant. 8, my personal preference. You ain't sweeping McDonald's. I like them a lot more than you, Starbucks. It is 2-1. This is 11, which is songs. We already know what McDonald's is packing in regards to music. Let's take a gander over at Starbucks. They have songs about them regarding artists: Two Nights, Cupcake, Maria K, YBC Shifty. None of these are super prominent artists that I'm aware of. McDonald's has Eminem on their side, along with the classic huge hit Rock and Roll McDonald's, along with a few others like Electric Six. McDonald's ties it up 2-2. They're like, Starbucks, look out. We ain't going down without a fight. We're the number 1 seed. And time for number 9. Number 9 is Logo. Very close. Very tough. I like both these logos a lot. But there's something way too iconic about the McDonald's logo and them golden arches. I've called them the golden arches multiple times this video. And for that reason, they're going up 3-2 against Starbucks. Looking to put them down right here, right now. Coming back from 2-0, maybe all the way to 4-2. So, this is very exciting. Big shake. 3. It all comes down possibly to their menu prices. So once again, you know what? We're going to make this interesting. We're going to compare not only a chicken sandwich, but their coffee. Well, we shouldn't do that because McDonald's would win. So we're going to do chicken sandwich. We already established Starbucks is $5.95 for their chicken BLT sandwich thing. Let's see what a normal sandwich, buttermilk crispy sandwich from McDonald's is. $4.39, a whole $1 and some change cheaper for a sandwich. McDonald's comes back from 2-0 to spank Starbucks, wins 4-2. Here we go. It is finished. McDonald's, you are the fast food champion, the top fast food chain out there in the country, beating out Starbucks 4-2. Runner-ups being KFC and Chick-fil-A. How are we going to determine who won that? I don't know. Y'all decide which is third place in y'all's hearts. But McDonald's, was there really any doubt that you would come out on top and be the superior? There wasn't much doubt in my mind, although I was kind of hoping someone of a lower seed would make it all this way. But no. Tell me what y'all thought about this video series. This is the first one I have started out with a big one, fast food chains. But I would love to do this with various other restaurants and other food products, or maybe even something completely different. March Madness style tournament videos. This was very fun. It took quite a bit of film time and editing and whatnot, but I was way more pumped than I thought I'd be actually filming this finale. I hoped I excited y'all with my energy. I hope y'all enjoyed this a lot. I surprisingly enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would. But I mean, it's kind of cool. It's statistics, it's head-to-head competition, it's brands. It's cool. And I hope y'all enjoyed it. If y'all enjoyed the series and are not subbed, I think you need to sub, because I plan on releasing more videos like this. And definitely give me a thumbs up. Very encouraging, very proud of how it's gone so far. But without further ado, y'all know me, and it's time for me to leave. The Southern Woods out. Congratulations, McDonald's. You're the winner.